Before we get into this episode, please subscribe to our TikTok and YouTube at The Black and the White Pod. Thank you. All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Black and the White Podcast. I'm your host, Ryan, with my co-host, D'Angelo. Big news this week with Damian Lillard trade. Big talks about that. We're going to go right into that. Then we have our week 4 reaction to everything that happened in the NFL. Crazy games, Broncos country. Finally got a fucking win. Then we do our week 5 predictions of the games coming up. We got our draft of the week with pizza toppings. And then we're also going to go and end it with our weekly roulette wheel. So stay tuned. But all right, D, you ready?
Why, Dane? Why? All right, Ryan. Damn. I'm at work, and obviously everybody near me, even the girls, have ESPN, and all I hear is bing, 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 dang. And I'm just like, my manager's like, D, he got traded. I was like, who got traded? He was like, Dane. I was like, there's a guy. It's all right. We're gonna get one.
I bet you're thinking so highly, dude. I bet you were like, this is the Heat's moment, baby. This is it.
I'm like, I was so happy. And he was just like, D. And I was like, what? And he was just like, I can't even tell you. You just got to Google it yourself. I'm like, where did Damian Lillard get traded? Like, what the fuck you mean? He's like, the Heat. What the fuck you mean? That's where he asked to go. Like,
there's no other teams.
He wanted to go.
You're like, there's no other teams at this point. There's
no other teams. He only said the Heat. No. Fucking gets traded to Milwaukee. Now, I like the trade for Milwaukee, for the Trailblazers. Me and you could be just like a Tower Alone, we could be co-GMs. We could run an NBA team. I believe so. I like what they did. They got a lot of first-round picks. But guess what? They haven't drafted well since Dame.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's who? I mean, Fernie Simons or Simmons, wherever you want to say. I think it's Simons. He's a pretty decent guard. But yeah, I mean, past that, no. Like, I mean, Damian Lillard's the guy.
Like CJ McCollum was drafted 27th. You know, developmental player. No one expected him to be good, but at the same time, they traded him. So like you gotta I think the thing is with the NBA is one thing that I've realized with the Spurs. You can get a bunch of first round picks, but if you don't draft well, no one gives a fuck. You just have a bunch of firsts.
Right. Yeah. I mean, look, overall the trade, I mean, I feel like the Bucks could have gotten something extra to put in there, like something to receive. But I mean, other than that, I mean, we got Damian Lillard, not bad. Defensively hurt us, but other than that, I'm not that worried about it. I think that it's still a solid trade. It's an offensive scorer that's going to take off of because nobody is an elite scorer as Damian Lillard is that we had before. You know what I mean? So like getting rid of Grayson Allen, getting rid of Drew Holiday. They suck defensively for sure. Like that sucks for the Bucks defensively, but I think we're going to be fine. Offensively, we're going to score more points. I think it's going to be a bigger difference. And by the way, are we toxic for thinking we could take over an NBA team and run it better? Is that a toxic mindset?
No.
Are we just naive and stupid?
No, you don't have to. Ryan, the Knicks in the 2000s.
Yep.
That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, yeah, okay. I just want to make sure. I wanted to come back to reality for a second.
I think about it like this. Manu Ginobili was drafted in the second round. Tony Parker was drafted in the late first. Jimmy Butler was drafted 30th. Giannis was drafted 18th.
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard was drafted 15th. Michael Porter Jr. was drafted 14th. A lot of guys was drafted fairly late. I'm not saying those top guys, but if you're building a championship team, a dynasty, Klay Thompson was drafted late. Not say late, but like 10th. Draymond Green was drafted late. Joker was drafted in the second round. if I'm building a team, if you know how to build a team, it's not about how many first round picks you have. It's about if you know how to draft, you know how to scout.
Right.
Um, I'm looking at it in the standpoint of the Trailblazers. I like what the Trailblazers did. They did get Aiden, but is he 7 foot? He looks like he's 6'5". That's how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, it's at first when I first saw this trade, obviously it was like, okay, cool. They got Drew Holiday too. I was like, this is a decent little squad the Trailblazers are going to have. And then, what do you know, D? Let's trade him too. Let's trade Drew Holiday. Let's get him over to the Celtics.
And this is the trade that I actually do like for the Trailblazers. They get Robert Williams, which is a great young center, and then they get Malcolm Brogdon, which I think he may be a problem child. That's
Is
maybe
he
a different
28?
conversation. He's fairly young still.
I was about to say he's like rookie of the year.
Just
He's a rookie of the
rookie of the
year.
year. And Ryan, he just got six man of the year as well.
That was probably the shittiest rookie of the year ever won. Like, and that's coming from a Bucks fan when he was on the Bucks winning that. But yes, he has developed into a very solid role player for any team. Like he can play defense. He's a lockdown shooter. Like he can really shoot the ball, like and play defense. So that's all you need out of him. Like he's composed. I think he's a talented player. I think he's a good player for the Trailblazers. I think the Trailblazers might be decent this year. I think they might be hot take. They're going to be better than what they were with Damian Lillard last year.
No,
For sure. Yes.
no.
Yes. Yes.
Who's their starting point guard?
Fernie Simons, whatever you want to call him, whichever name.
He can handle the ball. Mainly plays two guard.
Well, he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Listen, this for the NBA, this NBA League Ignite bullshit. If these kids don't do well the next couple of years, let's say the NBA League Ignite all that bullshit, it won't be a thing. Kids just go back to college because it's going to tell them, hey, you're playing kids your age, but the same when you go to college, you're playing kids a lot older.
Right.
4-year, 5-year, 6-year seniors. So I don't know. We'll see. But like they're gonna look very weird because who are you gonna give the ball to in those final moments? Who is the guy on that team?
They'll figure it out. I think they'll find a guy. It's not gonna be Aiden, I'll tell you that, but they will find a guy.
That's what I'm saying. Is like that team is like DeAndre Aiden he has the body of a young Shaq, but plays like you remember Chuck Hayes, that center,
6'6", to play for the Kings. Yeah, of course I remember Chuck Hayes is
more aggressive. Like Chuck Hayes plays more aggressive. DeAndre Aiden plays like he's small.
They just need to switch bodies, and Chuck Hayes would have been top 10 center of all time, probably.
Time.
But
and the thing is though, the only thing that I'm excited for is now the Celtics are not deep. They're very top heavy.
Yeah.
And for me being a Heat fan, I'm like, well, they just got worse in a way. They lost Marcus Smart. They lost Grant Williams, Robert Williams. They're losing a lot of key guys.
Yeah.
Now it's just that starting five and a bench player. And you take away, think about it. Marcus Smart or Drew Holiday, who are you taking? As of
Drew
right
Holiday.
now, I'm taking Marcus Smart.
Is it just? I mean, it's not like they're much of an age difference, I guess. I think Drew Holiday is a better player overall than Marcus Smart. I think defensively, Drew Holiday rivals they're equals, if anything.
No, right.
If anything,
right. Marcus Smart was defensive player of the year.
Oh, dude, that shit is just so. Is Rudy Gobert defensive?
Ryan,
do you think he's that good defensively?
We're not talking about a center. We're talking about a guard. The last guard to do that was Gary Payton in the 90s. That's how long ago.
I get it. But the thing is that Drew Holiday is definitely up on the same level as.
No, he is not.
Defensively as Marcus Smart. No doubt in my mind.
You're stop thinking of career. I'm talking about as of right now.
Right now, yeah, Drew Holiday.
No.
I would pick Drew Holiday because he's a better offensive player and he is right on the same level of defensive tier as Marcus Smart is.
I would say that. When you look at Marcus Smart, when you look at that team last year, they were very close, to getting swept, but they were very close to making it to the NBA Finals. But the thing is, when you look at that team, also he was the third option And a lot of people don't look at that. When you look at this Memphis team, people don't realize it's going to be very good. It's because now, one, Ja doesn't have to like. I think what we're trying to do is like what the Warriors did. Ja doesn't have to guard Steph now. Fucking put Marcus Smart on him.
Hey,
Like
do you
now you
remember
just
them having the one of the best defenders in the league on that team on the Grizzlies? He was locked down, dude.
fucking Jerry Jackson Jr.
No, 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 no. I'm bullshitting.
Oh, Tony Allen. No,
No, not Tony Allen. I'm talking about last year.
I'm a Chris. Please.
Are you? Why are you drawing a
Oh,
blank?
Dylan
Dylan
Brooks.
Brooks.
Okay.
Lockdown, dude. He's locked down, baby. Lockdown. Stupid motherfucker. No, that was a really good pickup by them as well. And then I want to talk about the Suns real quick. The Suns added some depth onto their team, and plus,
They need it.
Joseph Nurkic is going to be a good, solid starter for them at center. He's a rebounding guy, and that's what they need. Yes,
Yeah,
he is. He's
that, no,
better
they
than
need.
Aiden at rebounding. He ain't going to score. He ain't going to do all that crazy shit.
Well,
They need
well,
somebody that's going to get down there and get
the
in the
thing, the
paint
thing
and board.
is, this is the thing that I think that's going to hurt the Suns. They're soft inside. They are baby shit on the interior, and if they can't rebound, they're going to lose a lot of games. I'm calling it now.
I think Nurkic is going to add that in there, Dean. That's the big thing with him.
Ryan,
Defensively, he's okay.
Center? Who's the backup center?
I couldn't tell you.
I think it's Bismack Biyombo. Like
Bismack Biyombo is a free agent still, dude. He's not even on the team. I don't think anymore.
But that's what I'm saying. Like little things like that is the reason why the Suns lost in the second round last year. Is because people don't understand. The Nuggets had a 9 to 10 man rotation, and their bench was very good. People that say a bench doesn't matter doesn't watch fucking basketball. That makes no fucking sense. It's because KD and Book would put up 30 apiece and still fucking lose.
Yeah.
We saw it. You have to have that depth in certain positions. And when you're soft inside, people just like, hey, if I get to the rim, I know this is going to be a foul draw and I actually make this shot. People are going to keep going to the rim. Like, that's why you can't just disrespect Joel Embiid, but you can disrespect, Nurkic. You can disrespect them. And that's where I think it's going to hurt them is because even last year, Aiden did not know what to do with fucking Joker. That's just the truth. But when you look at that team now, I'm like, it may be worse defensively is because if they were to play the Suns now with that team, I think the Nuggets will still win. One, because the Nuggets, other than Bruce Brown, they've still been playing together a long time. But two, the center position. That center position for the Nuggets is way better, obviously, than the Suns. But the Suns they added depth. They look very star heavy. But I think it may be a situation of the 2004 Lakers when they had Gary Payton and Karl Malone. But I don't think they're going to even get close to a ring.
I don't think that's a fair comparison. I think that we've got some guys that are still, well, obviously Kevin Durant's obviously older, but like he's still a phenomenal player. But like Bradley Beal's not of his prime. You know what I mean? Devin Booker's not of his prime. These guys can actually play ball. Like they're still scoring at a high level, but all three of them will. And that's something the Nuggets have not had to go up against at all. They haven't had a solid three front like backcourt at all. So like they are going to have a lot of problems dealing with all three of them on the perimeter. Jamal Murray can't guard all of them. You see what I'm saying? Like the Suns, yes, they're going to struggle. They're going to struggle in the paint, but the most important part is that they're going to dominate them on the backcourt.
Yeah, that's the thing that I would say is I hope that the Suns offense just stays so consistent. But other than Bradley Beal's not really an injury prone player. But D Book and KD, it's just like it's a time, especially KD. Like KD last year got injured in the fucking layup line. Like you don't see that shit.
Yeah, let me put fucking asterisks on this. If they're all healthy, they are like the best backcourt in the league, no doubt. let me just say that if they're healthy, that's a big fucking if. But overall, D, I mean, I'm pretty happy with those trades. I think all three of the teams benefited in some way, shape, or form. Four teams, sorry, including the Celtics. So, I really think that that's going to be. I'm excited to see what happens with them.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. Goddamn Lions, Seahawks. No, no,
Lions
not
and
Lions. Falcons. I'm sorry.
are you looking at the next week? Is that who they face next week? No, you're just a fucking dumb fat idiot. That's what it is.
Oh, I'm some Lions and Packers. I'm sorry. I'm shit.
Lions of the Packers. Yeah, 34-20. Um, Lions are great. Packers are bad. That's it.
The Packers aren't bad. I
They're not
think,
good.
but yes, they're not good. And I think Dan Campbell is, kind of that old school coach where I'm not going to let a rookie quarterback, well, practically a rookie quarterback beat me. I don't care what people say. Like, he doesn't
Yeah.
have weapons. He's not, he doesn't have a Travis Kelce. He doesn't have a Tyreek Hill. That's the only reason fucking Patrick Mahomes look great. If I give you shit, you're gonna look like shit. I don't care who you are.
Bingo.
And the Jordan Love doesn't have gold. He has shit. Romeo Dobbs is okay, but Christian Watson is eh. The rookie tight end is eh. Everybody else is just eh, other than Aaron Jones on that team. I mean, on
Yeah.
that offense. So it's just everybody else is just eh. They're
Yeah,
not.
that was not me saying their ass is not a knock on Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love has a lot of potential in this league. I think he's going to do well as long as you surround him, like you said, with the perfect weapons, like the better people. I think are young, man. I think it's just a young offensive squad, other than Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
But
Hopefully,
we'll
it's
see.
not a bad.
Yeah.
It's one of those situations where they treat him like Aaron Rodgers, where they don't want to get him help. Like, learn from your mistakes. This is what I'm saying. We can be a GM is because, listen, hey, if I have a Jamar Chase coming out of college, fuck it. Hey, let's draft him or let's trade up to get him. Hey, I don't mind mortgaging our future because Jamar Chase. But when you see these teams, like, who is the GM that's like, you know what? Let's draft Jalen Rager. And I know this hurts you. I know this hurts. It's okay. I'll give you a hug when I see you.
I
But
understand you're just lashing out at me because your team is 1-3. I'm just
but
that's
but
all it is.
but
I
no,
understand. I understand.
but it's like, who's the GM that said, hey, we're gonna draft Jalen Rager over Justin Jefferson? Just like the Vikings thought it was a joke. Like they were cheering when you guys drafted Jalen Rager. But not nothing against the Eagles, but it was like, who's scouting? Who's doing the scouting? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was
It's
rough. I mean,
it,
you saw Justin Jefferson at LSU and everything. Like that was just crazy. But I guarantee Jordan Love would love to have the wide receiving core that this next team has, the Falcons versus the Jaguars. I guarantee Jordan Love would love to have. If you put Jordan Love on the Falcons, dude, they are 3-0, 4-0 at this point. Like 3-1 or 4-0 at this point.
I released Kyle Pitts on fantasy.
He's so bad. And Jonnu Smith got most of the targets. Did you watch the game in Toy Story?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my God, it's magical, dude. Like
That
it's
is
like there was a lot of glitches. They're working out shit. But like honestly, if I was a kid watching that, I would be fucking glued. And my nephew, he was watching that shit with me, like with my brother, loved it. Absolutely loved it. And like I saw several things on social media and stuff like that. Their kids were like just glued to the TV. I was like, dude, this is awesome. Like just adding more stuff for kids. I wish I had this growing up. I mean, I enjoyed it fucking
adult.
I'm about to be 28 years old. So like, but no, Trevor Lawrence looked really good. They always do well in London. I don't know why I ever think that. We need to write this down. Don't ever bet against the Jaguars in London. We just need to. They're in London next week. They're in London next week. They're back. So
they're back in London.
Yes, they're facing the Bills next week though. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what I pick, but no, overall performance Jaguars. I'm impressed by the Falcons. It's okay. I think that it's not a shitstorm yet. Desmond Ritter needs to be better, no doubt. Needs to be
He
better.
is not. He's this is his second year, correct?
Yeah, because he sat out last year, so this is his.
It's not to be a dick, but like, come on, like you got it. Like, obviously, practice speed, preseason speed, but when you get in the actual regular season, then the playoffs, it's like night and day. It those are really fast.
Yeah,
but he doesn't look good.
yeah,
And
no,
I'm kind of like I love, and this is why I love certain GMs. I got to Google the GM, but the GM that drafted RG3, but then drafted Kirk Cousins, that was brilliant because it's like, all right, well, this guy fucks up.
Yeah.
We have another guy waiting the wing, and
Yeah.
that was brilliant. I love that, is because now you don't have to mortgage your future for one fucking player. You can still develop two quarterbacks, and then if
Yeah.
one of them goes down, like RG3 did, you're good. But when
Yeah.
you look at the Colts, look what the Colts did after Andrew Luck. You could have drafted Andrew Luck, but then
Yeah.
drafted another guy in the later rounds, like a Bailey Zappi,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have an insurance policy because now the Colts haven't been shit since Andrew Luck.
Well, I mean, speaking of that game, dude, I mean, the Rams and the Colts, dude, that was a classic Colts. Let's come back. Let's bring it back. Anthony Richardson looked awesome in that second half there. I mean, like they were literally scored. Well, were they down 23-0 or was it 20 to
It's
nothing?
it's like 23-3 or something crazy like that.
Or no, it was 23. It was definitely nothing. Like they I don't even think they
Oh,
kicked
it,
a
it
field
was a
goal.
point of the game. I remember when it was like 15-0, and I turned to another game, and I was like, damn, like the Rams this whole year, Ryan, they haven't been blown out. Like they're in
Mm.
every game. Like even the 49ers, they only lost by 7. It was like 30-23. Like they're
Yeah.
in every game they're in. Like they're not just going to lay over and die.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the Colts, I mean, the Colts against the Rams, they're like overtime that they somehow came back. They scored 15 points in the fourth quarter. So like they like completely came back in this game. And I'm really impressed by Anthony Richardson. Puka Nakua, he's incredible. Kyron Williams is incredible. Like these guys are just coming out of nowhere. Like they're, obviously they drafted Puka in the fifth round and he's
Crazy.
been nothing but great. So like,
If he continues, have we ever seen a wide receiver go all pro his first year?
dude, if I'm just what I'm worried about is whenever Cooper Cup comes in. I mean, that's everybody's worry right now. Like, okay, if Cooper Cup comes in, is he going to
Well,
change everything?
I think
So
the thing is they're just like, hey, we're not playing our best football offensively, but we are winning games. And since we're winning games, let's not rush Cooper Cup back. I think that's what the Rams are doing, because their offense is so inconsistent where it's weird, where they're going touchdown for touchdown, field goal for field goal with the 49ers, but then they barely lose against the Bengals.
yeah,
They're going, so they're in every game, but I feel like in a way, I understand if Sean McVay may be mad because it looks like they're playing down to competition and then playing up to competition.
yeah,
If
it's a
that
bad
makes
mix. It's a bad mix, and they face the Eagles next week. So we'll see how
yeah,
that goes.
I have the Eagles winning that game, but I won't be
Yeah,
surprised if it's like 35-30
yeah,
because Puka looks good.
yeah. No, I agree. I think I'm excited to see what Cooper Cup does coming back with Puka Nakua because that's going to be a huge dynamic duo there. But yeah, 29-23 overtime win. That was pretty impressive. But Ravens and Browns. I don't want to spend too much time on this because Browns, Deshaun Watson, whatever is going on there, they have something weird going. I'm not quite sure what it was. I think I saw
Should
something
have a
with Kevin
massage.
Stefanski, but dude, I don't think he got. That's probably it was a healthy scratch. He got cleared by the doctors, and then I guess he just went up to Kevin Stefanski. He was like, "Dude, I better
Ryan,
get a tug, or else I'm not
if
going
I
in."
give you $270, you don't get no fucking days off.
Hmm.
I'm gonna work your ass.
Yeah,
$270 million guaranteed. Your shoulder hurts. We're gonna give you a morphine shot and we'll get your ass back out there. That's
yeah,
what
you better
it's
fucking
gonna
get in
happen.
the game. That's all I gotta say. But
Yeah.
no, Ravens look good. Browns just offensively couldn't move the ball. That guy that got thrown in there at quarterback, that just sucks.
Rookie,
So
yeah, he was not ready for that one bit.
fuck no, no. Um, Vikings Panthers. Kirk Cousins got absolutely fucking plowed. Did you see that when he
Yes, I
threw
saw
that
that.
pick?
I
What a
was
hustle play by Kirk. I mean, I tipped the hat to him, dude. He literally ran down knowing he was gonna get fucked up. He got flattened out. And then hey, they came back and won that game. It was really good. It's just a classic Vikings game. I mean, it's a one possession game all the time.
yeah.
It doesn't matter if they win or lose, one possession. That's all they care about.
It's one of those things. I love watching that game. It's just I'm looking at the Panthers, and it's a situation of they don't even have their first.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you losing all these games is irrelevant.
Dude.
It's like the Bears have your first, so it's like it's you're just making. I mean, the Bears are bad, so you're just making them look even better.
Yeah.
So it's a situation of just like you got to win some games.
Yeah. No
Fucking
shit. Hey, maybe they're on the right track. I don't know. Um, dude, this next game, I was dumbfounded. Like the Titans just completely whooped the Bengals.
Ryan, how are you dumbfounded?
Dude, what do you mean? We both picked the Bengals.
Yeah, we
One,
picked the
two,
Bengals, but that's
27-3. Yeah, sure. The Titans could have won that game, right? Like I could have been like, oh yeah, I could see them winning. I don't think they're gonna blow out the Bengals.
well, I think about it like this, and this is the thing with the Titans. One, the Titans had a young tight end. Another thing, they need a real outside D Hop, but they need a legit deep threat. If the
They ain't got
Titans
one.
get it exactly, and if they get a deep threat, they're legit. The only thing that hurts them a little bit is their offensive line. Their offensive line is not the best. All right, so the Buccaneers and Saints. Baker is him.
Dude, the
Baker is him.
Buccaneers are fucking good. They are
Um,
good.
I think we're both wrong. I picked the Falcons to win the division. I think you picked
I
the
picked the Falcons as well. No, no, no. As I think at the beginning of the season, I picked the Saints. I think I changed it to the Falcon. I don't even remember.
but
Regardless, I was wrong. No
yeah,
doubt.
both of us were wrong.
Yeah.
I think that the Bucks are running away with the division. I think if it's not if Baker Mayfield stays healthy, he's the key of all this. If he stays healthy, they could win at least 10 or 11 games. Like I think honestly the O line is a work in progress, but with certain things because they got dominated by the Eagles, but the Eagles have such a great D line where it's not like they just fumbled the bag against a bad defense. No, they placed the top three defense, but once they start building more confidence, like hey, we can do this. They're getting better and better,
Yeah.
better and better and better each and every week. And the Saints look like, well, Derek Carr was hurt, but at the same time,
Alvin Kamara, they literally he broke the record for like most receptions, but fewest yards. He had 13 receptions, 33 yards receiving. That is insane. Like that was a crazy stat. That just pure example, like how many checkdowns Derek Carr had to do because literally they were just locked up downfield. I mean, defensively, Buccaneers put him in a clamp. Like it was rough for them. And it's just
the
really
Buccaneers
funny,
do
like
draft
with the
well.
stat. What's that?
The Buccaneers do draft well.
Yeah,
They
they
do
do.
draft
Mm-hmm.
well.
They
They
keep it
want to
together.
go.
Like they've ever since they won the Super Bowl with Tom Brady, like the team still hasn't looked bad. You know what I mean? Like they've figured it out. So this year, yeah, we'll see. I mean, they definitely are not like a Super Bowl contender, but they're definitely going to win some games. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I think they can. I think they can make the playoffs, and I think they may be the Giants of last year.
Yeah, yeah. Bills Dolphins, dude. I think this was a humbling game for the Dolphins. Mentally,
Yes,
yeah, sure. They're offensively, dude, defensively, yes, they're still fine. I don't the Bills get hot, you know how it is. Like the Bills get hot, they dominate, dude. Like they will rack up fucking points. That has never changed. That's never been out of question. Like they are going to fucking get some points. But the
have you seen?
Dolphins did look stagnant on
Did you see
offense.
what Xavier Howard said?
What do you say?
So you know that rookie number 4 or 24 that was on Diggs, he was getting cooked, obviously.
Okay.
I don't know what type of defense that Vic Fangio runs where one corner stays on the same fucking wide receiver all fucking day. Like it makes no sense to me. You don't have Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard, your best bet, and he's pretty good in my opinion. You would want to put your best on the best, but this rookie's getting cooked all goddamn day,
Yeah.
all day, and they
Yeah.
never switched it out. I think after the Gabe Davis touchdown, and I think Diggs had a play that set them up for that touchdown. It just did not look good, and you would have thought that he would have changed it up. But that's what I'm saying. A lot of these coaches, these GMs, very prideful and very old fashioned.
Yeah. Yeah, I
One
agree.
guy's getting like once Diggs had one touchdown on him, I'm like, all right, well, like Diggs looked like he was playing his little brother. That's what it looked like. You can saw the skill position. You saw where all right, he's outskilled, he's outmatched. So let's put someone out harder on him. But no, it never changed, Ryan. It just never changed. It
Yeah,
stayed the same.
they came
48.
out and dominated. They just came out and whooped our ass. I mean, it was plain and simple ass whooping. But yeah. All right, D. We got the Broncos and the Bears, man. I thought they're going to get blown out, the Broncos.
Yeah, fucking the
But
Bears scored 21 points in the second quarter.
then we forget that the Bears are bad. Broncos are bad. So two bad teams going at it, bad things are going to happen. So it was entertaining, though, for the Broncos to come back
Yeah,
and win that. It surprised me, to be honest. I thought they were done.
it's a situation of the Bears looked good. I think the Bears, like I said before, like I said last week, you have to let Justin Fields cook. You have to let him do what he does best. I think the problem is with a lot of these head coaches, if you have a Lamar Jackson type of quarterback, do a lot of rollouts, be creative. But this just standing in the pocket shit, it's not going to work. You're not going to win games. You're going to look bad for a long time until you draft a quarterback that can stay in the pocket. So if you have a scrambling type of quarterback, do some bootlegs, get some RPOs, make it creative. That's going to win you games because them scoring 28 points, this shows me that, all right, they're listening to their quarterback. But they lost, but they look a lot better than they have in previous games.
It's a shit show in Chicago. Overall, I don't think they're going to figure it. I mean, if I heard that if they don't figure it out, trades are going to happen. That's what I've heard. I think they're just going to blow up the whole thing. I mean, they should. I would just reset.
Ryan,
Fuck it,
Ryan,
reset it.
what they're already first of all, they're already rebuilding. But what could you possibly fucking trade?
Justin Fields, he would. People think he's valuable. I think he's still good.
Well,
Falcons,
what I'm saying is, outside of Justin Fields, what could you trade?
DJ Moore, already shipped him
That's what
out.
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing to trade really. Like,
Yeah,
it's one of those teams where when you look at it, you just gotta build it up. It's not a. I think about it like this: when people look at the Bills, they look at the now. They don't look at when the Bills went 6-10. They don't look at when the Bills made the playoffs and almost lost against Houston. They don't look at the times where they got their ass beat by Kansas City multiple years. They don't look at that shit. They just look at the Bills now. You have to build that shit up. It may take 5 to 10 years, but you have to build it up. You have to take your time.
they're going to
But
trade him. They're going to trade Justin Fields.
I think they're going to trade him, and it's going to be a situation of what now? You're going to trade him in what now?
Yeah,
Because the team sucks. So instead of drafting, developing, you're going to draft a Caleb Williams, and he's going to do the exact same, probably fucking worse, because he's not a mobile quarterback like Justin Fields. So it's going to be like, are you going to draft some offensive linemen? Are you going to sign people? The team is bad. The overall team. You can put Patrick Mahomes in that system. They're going to probably win 6 or 7 games. The team sucks.
yeah,
Team sucks.
not good. Um, Eagles Commanders was Eagles didn't play
Entertaining.
bad. Eagles didn't play bad at all.
No,
Defensively didn't play bad. Commanders stepped the fuck up, and they always compete against the Eagles. Like they did this last year too. But Eagles, they have proven time and time again they're going to win. They're going to win these close games, and that's good. Like that's a good judge of character for the Eagles. I mean, we compete.
yeah, that game, that fucking Sam Howell throw to tie the game at the end was legit. That was like shit. All right, Eric Mangini, or not Eric Mangini, Eric the enemy. He's starting to all right. He's legit as offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. Sam Howell, I think he gets flustered sometimes, and that's why that was a case of the Bills last week. But the defensive line gave him pressure this week, and it didn't phase him as much. So like he's been staying composed. Last week he couldn't stay composed. This week against the Eagles he did.
It's progress.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, I mean the Eagles look good offensively for once. I felt like we were in a good spot most of the game. Um, but yeah, fly Eagles fly. We won another one. On to the next. I expect wins. You know what I mean? We don't we we
I
don't
like
cheer
those.
on wins.
The thing is, though, for you guys have a lot of important games this year.
Yes, we do.
That 49ers game is going to be a good game. I don't
Mm.
think it's going to that's going to be I have the 49ers winning that game because they look really good, but it's a situation of outside of the Buccaneers, you guys have some questionable wins.
Yeah, I mean, we that was the first 2 weeks though. I mean, I'll admit it, like I admitted it too. Like I think that our offensive coordinator was not calling the right plays, but now I feel like we're a little bit better. Like we've gotten a lot better offensively, play calling wise. But no, we have just a strong defense, and that's going to help us win games no matter how the offense is playing.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
long as our offense is together, our run games together. DeAndre Swift has been phenomenal. Like, and AJ Brown's the fucking man. You know what I mean, dude? He's the fucking man. But no, overall, yeah, like I said, good Eagles game. Commanders came to play. Commanders are legit. They can compete against some people. Um, that's for sure. Texans Steelers.
CJ Stroud is him, him,
He's so
him, him.
good. He's so good.
And he has not thrown
Um,
an interception this year.
no, he is so good. And that I talked about that wide receiver core in the beginning, like before we did this, and Robert Woods being on the team. Mechie's back. Um,
It's still
and then they got,
trash.
and then they got,
It's still,
yeah. It's not great, but like they're
still
young. They're young. John, like Mechie's young, and that Tank,
Nichols,
whatever his last name. What's his
oh my
last
God.
name?
I think it's like it's not Tank Bell. That's for the 49ers. It's Tank something. But
Tank. No, it. Wait,
is it Tank Bell?
because it's Tank Bigsby is for the
Raiders.
Tank Dell D as in yeah.
Yes.
He them, and then also were like Dalton Schultz at tight end, and then Nico Collins. Like
Nico Collins is his number one guy.
they can
Nico,
play. They can
yeah,
play, dude.
but but the Steelers this year, I'm the two teams I'm okay. I kind of expect more from the Steelers. Well, not really, but I expect more from the Browns. The Browns are losing games they should not be losing at all.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you're 2-2 now. It's crazy because they're the best 2-2 team in football, and if they
And
keep
yeah.
and if they keep losing some of these games, it's going to be like, all right, well, what's going on? Because shit, I'm like, what's going on with this? Like the Steelers looked bad against the Texans, but I'm like, all right, but D'Amico Ryan's like a great coach now.
Yeah, he is a good coach, and just getting is a they're gonna have growing pains because they're a young group of guys. But I mean, if they can keep together, they shut down TJ Watt today, dude. No sacks, nothing. Phenomenal game. I mean, it was a really well coached Texans team. Went in, smacked them in the mouth, beat their ass. Like, I mean, Najee Harris even had a good game, surprisingly for the Steelers. I think he had like 14 to 71, I think. Yeah, 14 to 71, 5.1 yards a carry. That's pretty good. But I
The
literally
crazy
was
thing
trash
is,
out. Dude, you know what's funny is like we were watching the game. I was literally trashing him because he looked fat and slow. I said that again.
he does not
Um,
look. He he's built like a fullback.
and I think somebody told me some stat that he has never had a rush over 40 yards in the NFL.
A lot of running backs have it.
He broke one out today. He broke one out there on that game for 32.
That's hard. That's hard because shit. There's a
Over
lesson. You have a lot of strong safeties like
Well, you have a
Kareem
lot of
Jackson.
you have a lot of rushes though that you can break. I guarantee I could probably look at any other running back and be like, oh yeah, they got one, they got one, they got one. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and trash him anymore. It's okay, whatever.
But
Fucking
but
move
Ryan,
on.
read this. Listen to this. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The AFC South, all the teams are 2-2. It's wide open.
The Texans get hot, how they're playing. That division may be a NFC South from last year. So don't be surprised if the Texans make the playoffs. I would not be surprised.
They can fight. I think they're gonna have a little bit more of a bumpy road than we think, but yeah, they could definitely fight. For sure. I think that they're gonna be a solid team, and CJ Stroud, he's official right now. Hopefully he keeps it going, honestly.
He is him.
Chargers, Raiders. Khalil Mack had one fucking hell of a day. Did you see him today?
Yeah, he finally came to fucking play. If I pay you $80 million, you better start playing like it.
6 fucking sacks.
I'm
6.
like,
That's insane. If you have 6 sacks on the season right now, you're considered top. You know what I mean? Like one of the top people in sacks, right? He got it all in one
yeah,
fucking game.
but that's what it needs to. Like, the thing that irritates me is the Chargers go trade for Khalil Mack. They spend all this money to go get him. Not money, but they spend a decent amount of picks. And
Right.
what doesn't make sense for me is their pass rush is just trash.
Yeah. I think
It
there's a combo of the Raiders just being fucking bad this year, but yeah,
Well, I'm talking about the Chargers all year.
that's what I'm saying. I think that Khalil Mack coming out, having this come out, is just, I think it's probably because of just how shit the Raiders are. But
Yeah, it's
6 sacks, that's sickening, you know? And then it's nothing with Chargers, dude. Like they also, Justin Herbert's a tough son of a bitch. Fractured his finger, still played, dude. That's fucking nuts. That would suck.
that would suck a lot. Not just
That
that
would
though.
suck,
It's
dude.
so many teams to me are tanking for Caleb Williams. So many teams. Because I'll tell you this right now, like you said earlier, if the Bears get the #1 pick, they're trading Justin Fields.
They might trade Justin Fields right now.
I don't think they would.
I sure as
Reasons
hell I think they
reasons
would.
wise, because I think what teams don't want to do, you don't want to blatantly tank.
Yeah.
Reasons wise, because you don't want it to turn into a lottery system. I think where it shows now, where if they start trading off pieces, and this is where it happens in the NBA a lot. This is why I think the NBA is a better league, is because they fix shit immediately. Like, okay, so you're gonna keep resting your players? All right, we're gonna have rules. Now you're gonna get fined a lot. Like, the NFL's always kind of made sense where the worst team in the league normally gets the #1 pick, but
Right.
you really don't want it to make it obvious that you're tanking.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna say. It doesn't need to be a consistency thing. Like last year, the Bears were terrible. They needed the #1 pick. Like the Panthers were close. They just needed a quarterback, so it benefited both parties. But I think that if the NFL were to have a lottery system, teams would be a lot of teams would be better.
Yeah. I
It
agree.
would
I get that.
it would make teams draft a lot better. You would invest more money into scouting.
Yeah. 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 Another team that possibly tanking, Cardinals. Now, they played pretty good in the first half against the 49ers, but the 49ers are just way better than the Cardinals. Cardinals or the Cardinals, I think they're gonna fight, dude. They're gonna be a tough team against some teams. Like it's not a guaranteed win. They're coming out to win games, dude. They may be like have the roster to tank, but like they're not playing like they're tanking, dude. Like they come out to fucking play football.
This is the real definition to me of rebuilding. You have young talent that you play. On top of that, they may not look good, but they're getting experience.
Right.
That's what rebuilding is. I don't like that rebuilding shit when you have you're playing a 35-year-old. Why? Why? Why?
Yeah.
He's had his time. Let that 22 or 23-year-old play. They may not be as good, but they get that experience where they know what they need to work on in the off season. Then the next season you come back better. The next season you come back better. But this shit of a lot of these teams, that's a proper tank to me. You develop talent, develop your guys, and get them better.
Yeah. This could be good for
That
them, I think. Could be good for them. 49ers are still the best team in the NFL.
Yes,
hands
yeah,
down.
it's not in the
That's it.
conversation.
Yeah, not even close. 4 touchdowns from Christian McCaffrey. That was insane.
Monster,
That was
monster.
insane.
White power, just amazing,
uh, Cowboys, Patriots, Cowboys, like
dominant.
inconsistent as fuck. But yeah, they whooped their ass. I mean, it was a no question. Worst loss Bill Belichick has ever had as head coach. Can you believe that? That's the
Yeah,
biggest deficit he's ever had.
here's the
Ever.
camera. Okay, Bill, this is what happens, Bill. You don't want to draft. You only don't want to draft wide receivers. You don't want to draft tight ends. Like the tight end play has been good for them this
Yeah.
year, but outside of that, Ryan, if I give you shit, I can't be like, hey, make me some gold and then get upset. That's basically what you're giving Mac Jones. I don't understand. You said no to D Hop. You didn't draft no one. All these receivers in the last draft look good now.
Yep.
They all look good. You didn't want to draft no one. You didn't want to draft no one when you drafted N'Keal Harry. You drafted him over Debo, DK Metcalf. It's so many people that you drafted, and just like and there's nothing wrong, but Jerry Jones knows how to draft. He may be a delusional old man, but that motherfucker can draft.
Yeah. Well, they can't win championships, but
Well,
sure.
it's not the '90s no more, Ryan. It's not the
Yeah,
'90s
that's
no
what I'm
more.
saying. They can't win fucking championships. We haven't been in
Yeah,
there, but I
but
get
other
it.
than
I get it.
they don't look good. Like,
Yeah.
fuck,
No,
they don't look good.
they got to do something different there. And Bill Belichick might be done here really soon. Um, Chiefs Jets, that was a weird game.
Yeah. Zach Wilson outplayed Mahomes.
It
Nobody saw that
was
coming.
it was a weird game. That just shows you how like talented that defense is of the Chiefs. That like Patrick Holmes played like ass, and he finally figured out in the fourth quarter just was enough to hold on to the victory. But like, yeah, that was a rough game. Zach Wilson did play well. Speaking of these two, I put a TikTok out. I don't know if you looked into it. Of the, said, who would you rather have, Zach Wilson, Mac Jones? It was pretty even on who.
I will say this: the people that said they would have Zach Wilson, they didn't want. They're not. They didn't play football as kids. They didn't play
Yeah,
football as kids.
yeah,
Zach Wilson is more one of those pretty boys that have a decent arm.
yeah.
Mac Jones can play. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. I think the problem is with a lot of people is when you don't watch football, if you don't know how to analyze football, and you didn't play football and understand the game, no GM is choosing Zach Wilson. Only the bum ass Jets is choosing Zach Wilson.
Right.
Mac Jones, if you give him the tools, if you give Mac Jones what Zach Wilson has, he made the playoffs with trash his rookie year.
It's true. And Robert Salah is not a bad head coach.
He's not.
No.
So I tell people this, like, if you give what Zach Wilson has to Mac Jones, he can easily beat the Bills. He can easily beat the Dolphins. He can easily beat the Jets because he has one of probably the greatest head coach of all time. So the defense is going to be there. He just needs the weapons. When you don't if I give you a gun with no fucking bullets, it's useless.
Yeah.
That's all it has. That's
Yeah.
all it is. And
Yeah.
that's how I feel. Because I saw it TikTok. I was just like, I saw so many people like, oh, Zach Wilson. I'm like, Zach Wilson? What the fuck are you guys talking about? Zach Wilson has never been like, he's never had like, damn, that was a good season by Zach. No one's ever said that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Zach Wilson is, I just don't understand sometimes his decision making. Like, I don't know. This is his third season, right? He's in his third season.
Yeah, this is his third. Well, don't forget, Ryan. The team was built for Aaron Rodgers. It was designed for Aaron Rodgers.
If it was designed for Aaron Rodgers, he could. I'm telling you right now, Zach Wilson would have stepped in and done fine. Like if he was actually a good player, you would have been fine in that system.
That's not true. It's because it's the same thing for the Browns. The team is built for Deshaun Watson. So when you have to throw in this rookie,
that guy's different than fucking Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson's been in the league, you know what I mean? Like This
They
dude,
have certain plays. Aaron Rodgers doesn't hold on to the ball. I can't. So I'm not trying to play devil's advocate. I think Zach Wilson is shit. But at the same time, if I build a house for midgets and a bunch of 6'3" motherfuckers walk in the house, the house is built for midgets. Like, you have to be realistic. Like, the fucking sink's gonna be down here. Fucking, Shaq's gonna walk in like, what the fuck? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to think about those things. Like, it's one of those things where, like, a lot of tall people get trucks is because it fits us better, but short fat people get little Prius because they look like little pigs in a blanket in the car.
I really
But
don't think it's that big of a difference between putting
oh
Zach
yes,
Wilson into this offense.
yes it
I
is.
really
Yes
think
it
I
is.
really think if you put another quarterback into the system, they're going to run it well. They're going to run it just fine because they have the weapons. They have Brees Hall, who is a fucking phenomenal running back. They have weapons on the wide receiver. Garrett Wilson is easily, if he actually got the ball thrown to him, actually used properly, he's a top 10 wide receiver, top 15 wide receiver in the league. The
Yes.
guy can run routes nonstop. Um,
Yeah, I'll give you
it's
that.
Zach Wilson. It is Zach Wilson's fault. Zach Wilson.
I would say, okay? So I'll give you this. I think it needs to be a situation of, what I don't like is Zach Wilson knew that Aaron Rodgers was coming in. And obviously, I watched Hard Knocks. I'm seeing Aaron Rodgers pull him aside, like, hey, did you see this? Things like that. I know playing the NFL quarterback, because I think the problem is with a lot of people. A lot of people see a lot of these teams and they think it's just so, oh, this person's ass. And then fucking, you have to look at it like this. The Bears run a lot of, they shy away from RPOs, even though RPOs benefit Justin Fields. The Eagles run a lot of RPOs, a lot of option plays, and it benefits them is because they have a mobile quarterback. But even you have to think about it now. It's the reason why you guys got rid of Gardner Minshew and brought in Marcus Mariota, because the offense is predicated on a mobile quarterback. That offense is predicated on Aaron Rodgers. He doesn't hold the ball very long. So when he throws the ball, it's 2-second passes. Like, once soon as he snaps, it's gone. He reads and make a decision. But then you have this, a guy, he's just a guy, and he's not quick with the decision making. So a lot of the routes that are quick and supposed to be open are now not open, and there's a lot of underneath shit, and now he's holding the ball way too fucking long. And I think that's what's happening a lot.
Because he's not good, D'Angelo.
Well, no, no,
He's
no,
not.
no,
Literally, the
because
offense is built around a 1 or 2 read. It's literally a 1. If you don't see your first read, look at your second read. If you don't see that, throw the ball away. Get rid of it. Go somewhere. That's what this offense is based out of. Aaron Rodgers has run that ever since he's been with the Packers. Not like he had phenomenal pass protection. He didn't. Get the fucking ball in your hand, Zach Wilson. That's all it is. Get the fucking ball in your hand. You have the weapons around you. Trust the fucking people. But I'm like Zach Wilson. I'm not sold on it. The Jets are going to fucking be bad this season. Who cares? Whatever. They're not going to be anything.
The crazy thing is, though, like, all of their losses are just not, they're not blown out losses. They're just like he fucked up somewhere.
It's because of the defense, D'Angelo. The defense is going to keep them in ball games. That's it.
Yeah, it's
the other New York team, the fucking Giants, they're dog shit too.
Trash.
Seahawks are like not that great, and they're like they're not that great. They are okay.
Look at me when I say this.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones was sacked 11 times.
Not his fault.
I don't care what you say. If I sack you 11 times, I cannot blame you. Cannot blame the quarterback.
Yeah, no, it's not. I will not sit here and say it's his fault, because it's not. But Giants are terrible.
Times. Like, this is the crazy thing is, what did they do in the first round? I don't know. It's one of those things where they had Richie James last year. They had the guy Isaiah Hodges. They didn't have Waller.
Yep.
You have to give these guys weapons. I'm not saying Daniel Jones didn't play bad, but he got sacked 11 times.
That's
on
rough.
top. Yeah, that's rough. And on
That's not
top of
ideal.
that, he doesn't have weapons, so it's like,
Yeah, you tell him to throw the ball out quick, it ain't gonna happen because he ain't got nobody to throw the ball quick
oh
other
no,
than Darren
shit,
Wallen. Other than Darren
shit.
Waller.
Listen, I
So
understand why he runs the ball so damn much. He looks
I would
around and
too.
he's like, shit, I'm all we got.
Yeah.
Whatever you think you are, I am.
Yeah.
Because
He
his
he
weapons are trash.
yeah. Giants are just terrible. It's a terrible team. So
It
I'm not
looks
worried
like they're
about them.
tanking
Yeah.
without tanking.
They'll be dead last in the NFC East. So
Yeah.
no doubt.
Oh yeah. I have a conversation.
All right, D, we got our picks for the week coming up. I get Bears Commanders, who you got?
Commanders 100%. It's not even a conversation.
I'm with you. No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt in my mind. Jaguars, Bills. They are in
Bills.
London.
I'm gonna say Bills. I chose against the Bills against the Commanders, and that was dumb as shit. I'm gonna say Bills.
They got blown out 37-3.
I'm gonna
Stupid
say
fucking
Bills.
choice, dumbass. Saints, Patriots.
Fuck it. I'm gonna say the Patriots.
I'm with you. I think he's going to have a bounce back week. Bill Belichick will not lose like that again. I don't think he'll lose.
He
I think
cussed
they're
out
going to come out.
everybody. He cussed out everybody the next day.
I am worried about Matthew Judon not being there, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Titans and the Colts.
Give me the Titans.
I'm going Colts. I think the Colts are going to win that game. Anthony Richardson, hopefully he's healthy. That's got to depend on that.
I don't like rookies being not being healthy. That scares me a lot.
Ravens, Steelers.
I mean the Ravens. The Ravens are a sleeper Super Bowl pick for me. They are cooking. They look good.
They're pretty decent for sure. They got a solid offense. Panthers, Lions.
Lions by +10. The Panthers look,
-10 on them. You think they're -10 favorites?
yeah, oh my god. The Panthers look terrible. Oh. And I
The
told you
Lions should
this.
win that game.
I told you the Panthers are going to be terrible.
This is going to be torn apart, I think. Texans and the Falcons.
Give me the Texans. Give me the Texans. The Texans defense, it looks legit. And especially if they stop the run, we don't trust Desmond Ritter. Come on now. We don't.
I'm going Falcons. I think I've picked them 5 straight weeks, and they're 2-2. So, well, they let's see if this is going to be the breaking point for me. This next game, I'm just going to write it in. Dolphins. I already wrote it in for you. I'm assuming Dolphins.
Oh, so. Yeah, it's not even a conversation. It's the next game. Next game.
Bengals, Cardinals.
Cardinals.
I picked the Bengals. Eagles and the Rams.
Eagles. I want to say Eagles, but I don't know if Cooper Kupp should be back, but yeah.
Eagles. Jets and the Broncos.
This year, I will say this though, Ryan. Russell Wilson has not been the problem. He's played like a top 10 quarterback this year. But the defense has obviously failed us. Broncos, but goddamn, I'm just disappointed though. I really thought the defense was going to come to play this year.
Hey D, Broncos country, let's ride. I'm with you, dude. I'm Broncos here. I just hope I hope they win. We'll see. I'm gonna root for them. I'm gonna root for your team, D. I hate to see you hurt. I don't want you to be hurt no more. Okay.
Wouldn't mind going 2-3. I wouldn't mind.
Chiefs and the Vikings.
Chiefs. Not in a conversation.
I agree. I'm with you on the Chiefs.
Ooh.
Cowboys, 49ers.
We should probably go out for this game. 49ers, but it's going to be a good one.
Yes, that'll be a good one.
That's going to be a good game.
Packers and Raiders. What a fucking snooze pass. This is going to suck Monday night.
Packers, oh my goodness. Why would they do that to us? Why, oh why, oh why?
Fucking sucks.
That sucks a lot. Fucking want to watch the Packers and Raiders.
Who are you picking on that one?
The Packers.
Okay, I thought so. D, we've only picked, let's see, 1, 2, 3. We only picked 3 games separate this week, so anything can happen. All right, D. It's that time. It's the draft of the week here. Pizza toppings. Are we including cheese? Cheese in there?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So we can say cheese. So we can say
For
extra. We'll say extra cheese.
Yeah,
Okay.
for all the
right.
childish ass adults that buy a cheese pizza. That's
Okay. So pizza toppings.
number one is obviously a classic. If you don't eat pork, I don't give a fuck. It's number one to everybody. Pepperoni. It's not a conversation. Number one. It's pepperoni. It's not even a conversation. It's the classic. You can't go wrong with the classic.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with it. Yeah, it's good. I mean, there's an obvious number 2. It's going to be sausage for my number 1 pick, no doubt. Then my second one is definitely going to be. I'm a meat lovers guy. I love all the meat. Pause. Bacon. Bacon is going to be my next one.
That was my next pick.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next pick is obviously one of the go-tos on pizza. A lot of people, it's weird because a lot of people say they don't like the taste, but it doesn't have a taste. A lot of vegetables don't have a taste, but fucking mushrooms are fucking delicious on pizza. Mushrooms, oh my goodness. They taste so fucking well.
Okay. Yeah.
And then my next one is onions. Bro, fuck, I love a supreme pizza.
Onions.
Yes, it's
fucking dude, it's gross as fuck.
That's not gross. If you listen, there's so much stuff. Like I tell my wife this all the time. When you go to a restaurant, because my dad used to cook for a living, he's like, restaurants do not do special requests. They just let you know. Like unless it's an obvious thing, be like, hey, I don't like onions, and be like, okay, but they're gonna put some type of onion in the fucking recipe. They don't give a fuck what you say. There's gonna be some type of onion puree. You eat onions, you don't even fucking realize it. It's just once you
I do, but the thing is that if I notice it, I notice it. I promise you. I can taste that
exactly.
shit.
That's weird.
I can taste it.
It's one of those things where
Gross
people
as
are like,
fuck.
I don't like it. I'm like, you don't taste it, but it's in there. It's one
I can eat chili. I can eat chili with onions in it because I really don't taste it.
But that's what I'm saying. So many recipes have onions in it. Onions is one of those things where it's like a glue of food. Mushrooms, peppers, like a lot of vegetables, if you just make together, they're fucking delicious.
Yeah, I agree. That's good. Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. I think it's fucking gross though. I wouldn't have picked that shit 3. Fuck that. I'm actually gonna go my third pick. I'm gonna go buffalo chicken on a buffalo chicken pizza. Those are fire as fuck.
It's okay. It's okay. The breading doesn't go together. The breading will never go together.
The fuck? What do you mean?
The bread with the sauce, not the chicken, but the sauce. That sauce and breading does not go together. I've not.
Oh yeah, it does. You must have some. What? They probably just stick their straight asshole on the pizza. That's why you don't like it.
But buffalo sauce. Do you think about it like this? People eat. When you think about it like this, if you were to get fucking bread with your pizza, like the fucking, let's say crazy bread from fucking Little Caesars, they have the red sauce that they put on the pizza. You will never in your life get the crazy bread and eat it with the fucking buffalo sauce because they don't go together. It's a taste thing. It's like, it's one of those things. That's where it's like, eh.
But you eat wings and pizza all the fucking time, you fat fuck.
Yeah, but you're not putting fucking barbecue sauce on fucking bread and eating it.
You don't need to. It's not. That's not the same fucking thing.
But that's how you're eating it. It's like, it's cool, but it's like one of those things where I wouldn't pay for it. What's your next pick, you fat fuck?
I'm doing cheese. I'm gonna go and take the extra cheese. I'm gonna go and put that in there.
You're fucking retarded.
It's good. Extra cheese.
Since you got buffalo chicken, you got a type of chicken and type of sauce. I'm taking chicken, just chicken, normal chicken.
Normal chicken.
Normal chicken.
See, I think that's not that good of a pick because that I don't know chicken.
What do you mean? You
Well,
chose buffalo chicken. That's a
buffalo
type. That's only
chicken's
one.
fucking good.
Well, no, what I'm saying is I chose chicken. So I can do buffalo. I can change it up.
No, I picked buffalo chicken. You can't fucking put buffalo in your chicken.
Okay,
You
that's
have to
fine.
just put that shit
I'm
dry as
good.
fuck on there.
I'm good. I'm
Baked
good. I
ass
have different
chicken on
options.
there.
And then, so already chose chicken. Now, side note, let's finish before we finish this.
Yeah.
Pineapples do not just belong on pizza. That's
No,
not.
that's not on my fucking list.
That's so fucking
Who the fuck
retarded.
does the Hawaiian bullshit?
On pizza, like there's no.
I'm
fucking
glad we agree
pineapple.
on that.
Yeah, like there's no fucking pineapples
Okay.
in Italy. For all those dumb fucks in Hawaii, we don't believe in that dumb shit.
Stupid fucks.
Just fucking retarded. Oh my goodness. But back to the list. But
What do you got? What's your fifth?
ham.
Ham. See, that is the one part of the Hawaiian I do like. Is the ham. I'll agree with that. Ham is really good. It's
Well,
really,
that's
really
why.
good. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's white. I think that's 5 for me, right?
Yeah, that was 5. And then my fifth, so I'm rounding it out here. Give me, I've just recently become a fan of this. I do like peppers. Give me green
Yes,
peppers.
it's really good on pizza.
Even,
An orgasm.
I could even say banana peppers over the, I'm going to, you know what, let's go quick. I'm going to go banana peppers instead of.
Well, Ryan. I'm not trying to cheat for you, but you said peppers. That goes together with it.
No, you see, I picked buffalo chicken. You picked chicken, so I got to be fucking specific here.
I'm just being a little technical.
All right, I'm going banana peppers. I think those are better than regular green peppers on pizza. All right, D, you got pepperoni, mushrooms, onions, chicken, ham. Okay, I've got sausage, bacon. What a combo! Buffalo chicken, cheese, banana peppers. It's a pretty good draft.
Pretty good pizza. I'm hungry as shit now.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good right there. I would do my ideal pizza. What I get every single time is pepperoni, sausage, bacon. Boom, done.
You can't go wrong with that.
That's a fucking solid combo.
Can't go wrong with that.
I'm not a vegetable guy. You know that. I'm not a vegetable guy on anything.
But the thing is though, like my cousin, he's the same way like you. And then I tell him when you're cooking, you have to add the vegetables. The vegetables add the fucking flavor.
Yeah.
Like vegetables increase the flavor by a lot.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. You can't really replace that. All right, D. It's that time.
The way you pull that out is the funniest shit ever, every time.
It's always ready to go. Roulette wheel time. D'Angelo, you just can't beat me pick wise. You're just terrible. You're always going to be bad. You're never going to beat me. Never.
One game.
You're bad. You're bad. You're bad. Listen, you're just never going to be that guy. You're not going to be him. Okay. Just understand that and just know that you're never going to be him. Okay.
Whatever you think you are, I am.
Whatever you think you are, I am. It's a good quote. Good quote. Solid quote.
Best quote of all time.
Dude, we need to do a draft of quotes next. I think draft of quotes.
Oh shit. I have some top quotes.
That's some good quotes, yeah. All right, so number 1. I made a mistake the last one. I didn't pick one. My favorite number is 24. And I didn't pick it, and you got the win on that. That was a dumb pick last week, not me. 7. I've got to stick to 7. We're gonna go 18. We're gonna go 28. We're going to go number 4, number 3, number 16. See what I got there. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 7. So I get 4 more. By the way, I went 11 and 5. D'Angelo went 10 and 6. Still good. Still good. That's not good enough. 35, 26, 12. And I'm feeling 22, Taylor. Taylor Swift, feeling 22. All right, D, you've got 10.
Fresh ass Taylor Swift. Give me number 1.
Okay.
Give me 32.
Okay.
Give me 23.
Yep.
Give me 15.
Yep.
Give me 6.
Yep.
Give me number 10.
Yep.
Give me 13.
Yep.
Give me 21.
21. 21.
How many do I have left?
You've got 2 more left. I think you've got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4,
All
5,
right.
6, 7, 8. Yeah, you got 2 more.
Give me 30.
Okay.
Give
Last.
me 27.
27. All right. Art D, literally the numbers in the middle from 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, all open. So if it lands in the middle, we're shit out of luck, dude.
Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully I win again.
Fuck you. Just to explain the rules again, if anybody is wondering, we are picking each week. Whoever gets the best record that week gets to pick all their numbers first, and that's dependent on how many wins you get. So I had 11. I got 11 numbers. D had 10. He picked after me. We get 3 rolls at the roulette wheel, and I'll be popping that up on the screen now. But we get 3 spins. D, are you ready?
Of course I'm ready. Born ready. Gonna win this again.
Here it goes. First number is number 7, baby. Michael fucking Vick. Let's go. First number 7, Michael Vick. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Second roll, D. Well, that one's got a little mustard on it. And number 35. Me again, D.
You have 35?
I have 35. Yeah. All right, last spin. And the final spin is number 13. Is that you, D? It is. Number 13, D'Angelo. Hey, that's a first for us. That's the first week we've had all roulette numbers get picked. So that's sick. That's good. So I got 2 that week, this week, and you got 1. Hey, that was a good roulette wheel this week.
I'm pissed. I am pissed.
That was pretty good. That wasn't too bad, man. So as of right now, you are up, I believe, 1. So let me see here. I'm tallying it up right now. Week 1, I 2-0'd you. Week 2, you 2-0'd me. Week 3, you 2-0'd me again. So you got 4, 5 to 4 right now. You. Not too bad. I've got a better record. You know what matters? Overall record. 41 and 23.
We'll see.
You're trash.
All right, you guys. So my name is D'Angelo Laws. This is Ryan Robbins. And this has been another episode of the Black and the White Podcast. You guys have a great night.
Yeah, guys. See ya.